Good morning, friends. It is the day after Easter, or at least the week after Easter, most likely, when you are seeing this. For most of us, this is a day like any other day in 2021. Nothing much has changed since Easter Sunday, really. And yet, most of us, I think, can relate to those who were with Jesus when he walked this earth, those who watched him go to the cross and die on the cross. Their lives were drastically changed in these days following that first Easter Sunday. Once they discovered that he had been raised up again, life began to change. I think about those women who were the first ones to go to the tomb that morning and the first ones to hear the good news that Jesus was alive. They were a bundle of conflicting emotions, right? In Matthew's gospel, it says that they went into the tomb, but as they left, they were afraid yet filled with joy, right? I get that feeling, afraid yet filled with joy. I've experienced those moments. I imagine you have as well. When my children were born, it's a day of great joy, and yet there's something that I'm a little bit afraid in those moments because there's a life now that I'm responsible for. The day that I was ordained as a Methodist pastor, to say that my emotions were, I was filled with joy and yet I was afraid, that was an apt description. I'm sure you understand those moments as well. Times when you're filled with joy and yet you're also have some fear. There's something that you're afraid of as well. For the women on that first Easter morning, the struggle was they did not yet understand what was going on, right? I think they understood that God was up to something and that it was likely good, and that's why they were filled with joy. But the event was unknown to them, right? And it was going to turn their world upside down. So in the days following, things certainly got different. Life very much changed for them in the days after Easter. So I guess I'm thinking about that. What I hope for you and for me and for each of us is that we will know the joy of God's presence found in the risen Lord, right? The joy of knowing that God has raised Jesus up to new life. To know that even in the moments when we have reason to be afraid, even in those moments when we feel uncertain, right? Even in those moments when we're filled with a bit of trepidation. Remember this, God is doing a good thing. Right? Jesus' resurrection reminds us that God is doing a good thing, and we are reminded that God will not stop until that good thing is accomplished. So no matter what you face, no matter what the struggle is that you're dealing with right now, no matter what the pain or the grief is, the God who raised Jesus from the grave is the God who will raise you up to new life as well. The God who will bring you joy and remind you that you do not have to be afraid. God bless you.